Good day, everyone. We are the Young Agriculturist, and we are going to report about our craft focus, which is the cabbage and the lettuce. We are going to discuss the following: current production rate, economic importance of the crop, production practices, pest and pest management, pre and post-harvest handlings, and lastly, the current trades in production of the crops. So without further ado, let's talk about first the cabbage. Cabbage is used as a leafy green vegetables and considered as an important part of well-balanced diet. Cabbage are related to turnips, cauliflowers, and Brussels sprouts, and that is popularly known as repolyo here in the Philippines. Cabbage is herbaceous biennial dicotyledonous plants that is distinguished by a short stem upon which is crowded a mass of leaves, usually green, but in some varieties it is red or purplish. Cabbage is excellent of vitamins and dietary fiber. It also contains significant amount of glutamine, an amino acid that has inflammatory properties. Because it has a low calories food, it can also be included in dieting programs. So the current production rate in the Philippines, here in our country, cabbages also have high yield in production. According to the Philippine Statistic Authority, current production rate of cabbage from April to June 2021 was estimated at 25.27 thousand metric tons. This was 13.1% higher than 22.36 thousand metric tons output in the same quarter of 2020. So the top producers of cabbage here in the Philippines with 20.57 thousand metric tons shared 81.1% to the country's total output. This quarter was the CER or the Cordillera Administrative Region, followed by the Central Visayas and the Ilocos region with 5% share and 3.4% share respectively. So when it comes to economic importance of the cabbage, cabbage is mostly used as cooked or fried vegetables, sometimes pickled or preserved by steaming or drying. If it is eaten fresh, in mixed salads, it contains good nutritional contents. Per 100 grams fresh edible portion, it bears on average of water 91 grams, protein 1.6 grams, carbohydrates 6 grams, fiber 0.8 grams, calcium 55 milligram, iron 0.8 milligram, and vitamin C 50 milligram. So apart from being used as vegetables, the leaves are cooling and stomachic and good for the biliousness and skin diseases. Leaf juice is very effective in chronic coughs and bronchial asthma. Cabbage is an exceptionally healthy food. It has an outstanding nutrient profile and is especially high in vitamin C and K. In addition to that, eating cabbage may even help lower the risk of certain diseases, improve digestion, and combat enzymes. When it comes to import and export, according to the trade economy, Philippines is also an exporter of cabbages. The destination mostly goes to USA and Qatar. The value commodity of export totaled $61,000 in 2020, and the import also totaled $170,000 in 2020. We also have imports cabbages from top trading partners, mainly from China, Belgium, France, and USA. From China, we have a share of 87% or $148,000. From Belgium with a share of 6.53% or $11,100. In France, we have a share of 3.99% or $6,800. And from the USA, with a share of 2.1%, 2.18% or $3.71,000. So that will be all of my report about the current rate in the Philippines and the economic importance of the cabbage. So the other topic will be discussed with my members. Thank you for listening.
Good day, everyone. Today, I will tackle to you about cabbage production practices. Cabbage is a green leafy vegetable and is considered as a part of a well-balanced diet. and it is an excellent source of vitamins and dietary fibers. Cabbage has three parts. It has an unbranched stem that remains less than 30 centimeters long. It has an adventitious root system, and the outer leaves are green in color and the inner ones are white. So cabbages are sold by type, shape, and color of the head rather than by individual variety. Cabbage has three heads shape classification. First is the ball head or round head. This is the most common type and has a soccer ball sized head and smooth white veined leaves tightly packed together. Another one is the conical or sugar loaf. This type has a smaller pointed head. And the large drumhead types. It has a flatter head shape. There are different cabbage varieties, and I will only give five examples of these varieties. First is the Savoy cabbage, the Chinese cabbage, the red cabbage, the golden acre, and the early Jersey Wakefield. Cabbage climatic requirements. In temperature, the cabbage grows in a relatively cool and humid climate. So the optimum temperature for growth and development are from 18 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. And it is fairly resistant to frost and can survive at temperatures as low as negative 3 degrees Celsius without damage. So in rainfall, the water requirements vary from 380 to 500 mm per crop, depending on the climate and length of the growing season. The crop water is increases during the growing period with a peak towards the end of the season. So cabbage soil requirements. It can be grown on a wide range of soils but thrives on well-drained, moisture-retentive, and loamy soils. And it does not grow well on highly acidic soils. The soil pH for cabbage ranges from 5.5 to 6.5 and should not fall below 4.5. Cabbage cultivation practices. In propagation, the cabbage is propagated from seeds. And in the soil preparation, the land should be cultivated 8 weeks before planting and must be ploughed with a depth of 450 to 600 mm. And the land should be fumigated 2 weeks before planting to avoid nematodes. In planting, the cabbage may be planted by direct seeding or by transplanting of seedlings. So seedlings should, after transplanting, should be watered thoroughly and regularly, but avoid overwatering because it causes damping of disease. And in transplanting, the seedlings should be transplanted 30 days after said germination, and it should be done early in the morning or late in the afternoon. And the spacing should be 60 cm between rows and 45 to 60 cm between plants depending on the variety of the cabbage. Cabbage fertilization. Cabbage are heavy feeder and will do well with a couple of doses of fertilizer throughout the growing season. You can add fertilizer to the soil before transplanting the seedlings, and you have to choose a well-balanced granular fertilizer and sprinkle it over the area where you intend to grow the cabbage. When the cabbage plants begin to form heads, a second dose of water-soluble fertilizer can be added, and this will give the plants energy to produce large and nicely formed heads. The water requirement of the cabbage, watering should be reduced when the crop matures. So you can use potable water irrigation for food hygiene irrigation. And Cabbage can use methods of overhead, overhead irrigation, drip, or furrow. Weeds are controlled mechanically or by hand, as well as chemically through the application of registered herbicides. Mechanical cultivation should be done during land preparation until the plants are about half grown. The first cultivation should be done 2 to 3 weeks after transplanting. Thank you for listening.
When we hear pest management or pest control, we are typically thinking about how to eradicate or protect crop from various pests like insects, diseases, and harmful weeds. It is very important that in order to protect our crops, we must think of any remedial measures on controlling and preventing pests that affects the growth and quality of the crop. For today, I am going to discuss to you the pest and pest management of cabbage. So, here are some common insect pests of cabbage: aphids, bed armyworm, cabbage looper, cutworms, and the diamond back moth. Common diseases are black rot, fusarium wilt or cabbage yellows, bacteria left spot, and alternaria left spot. First is aphids. It is a soft-bodied pest that can spread viruses. Its newborn pest pierce the plant with their needle-like mouths. It's sucking the plant's juice. And this causes the leaves to curl and yellow. Or if the cabbage is a seedling, it becomes stunted and die. To manage this pest, we can use the natural enemies like lacewing larvae, lady beetles, and syrphid fly larvae. Controlling also the weeds, investigating the crop, killing plant remains, and adding a nectar source for predators can also help to control aphids. The second pest is a bed armyworm. It attacks cabbage and many other vegetables. To manage this pest, we can use field hygiene techniques like such as scouting for feeding caterpillars, field disking, using pheromone traps, and destroying infested crops. Third pest is cabbage worm. It is a caterpillar feeds on the underside of leaves, leaving a rugged hole sometimes to the extent that plants starve and die. To manage this pest, we can spray this with Bacillus thuringiensis or BT commercially available as dipel or thoricide. Cutworms. Cutworms is a thick, gray caterpillars that burrows in soil during the day and feed at night. Although they attack plants in one row, adults that fly into the fields are the most mobile. The large moths lay eggs on plants and then the hatched larvae eat the cabbage leaf, stems, and head. To control, inspecting crops twice a week, post-emergence applications, and natural enemies will help. Diamond back moth. It feeds on leaves, creating small holes and each cabbage heads, causing deformation and decay. To manage, planting cabbage from September to April will help avoid the diamond back moth infestation. Scouting also the fields weekly and using a serve as the larvae's natural enemy. Here are the disease pests of cabbage and its control measure. First is the black rot. It is arguably the most important cabbage disease. It is introduced via seed to the land where it spreads rapidly under hot, rainy, windy conditions. To manage, plant-tolerant or resistant cultivars, use disease-free seed, practice crop rotation, avoid the use of sprinkler irrigation, deep plow all infected plant materials. Fusarium wilt. Symptoms appear as yellow foliage, often mainly on one side of the plant. The leaves become distorted, gradually turn brown, and drop prematurely. To control, plant-resistant cultivars grow the cabbage in winter, plant in disease-free soil, fumigate before planting, practice crop rotation and sanitation. Bacteria left spot. Symptoms are initially small faint water-soaked areas on the underside of leaves, and these develop into brownish to purplish clay necrotic spots after a few days. To control, we can use chemical control. Plant-tolerant or resistant cultivars use disease-free seed or seed treated with hot water, practice crop rotation, control cruciferous weeds, deep plow all infected plant materials. Alternaria leaf spot. It is a common in cool rainy weather. The symptoms are small dark areas that grow rapidly to form large circular lesions with a bulge eye pattern or target spot. A brown velvety spore-bearing growth appears on older lesions. To control, use disease-free or treated seeds, remove or plough in plant refuse, and chemical control. So, this is all my reporting. Hope you understand and thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Jumin Pilastri, a BTL Apatry student, and today I will discuss about the free harvest handling of cabbage. So what is cabbage? Cabbage is leafy green vegetables grow densely leaf heads. Cabbage heads generally range from 1 to 8 pounds or 0.45 to 3.6 kilogram and are found in green, purple, and white. This is locally known as repolyo. Grown for its firm, compact, round to flat heads, it belongs to a group of cultivated varieties of the species Brassica oleracea called cole crops. It is the most widely grown crucifer locally. Free harvest handling of cabbage. Cabbage grows best in a relative cool and humid climate but can successfully grow in the lowlands during the cooler months. Culture and management requirement. Sowing of seeds. From 1/5 to 1/4 kilogram of seeds is required per hectare. For limited scale of gardening, seedlings are raised in seed boxes, containing soil rich in humus and free from disease and other harmful soil organisms. Number 2, soil preparation. The planting area should be clean from weeds or debris from previous crops before planting. If the land is being operated for the first time, it should be plowed twice or dug twice for a 2 weeks interval for minimize and control weeds growth. Number 3, planting. Seedlings should be transplanted as soon as they reach the desired size and only well-hardened young stocky plants should be used. Transplanting is done on moist soil. Number 4, fertilization. Cabbage is a heavy feeder and requires supplemental fertilization in the form of manure or compost, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Cabbage requires 200 to 250 kg nitrogen per hectare. Number 5, irrigation. Cabbage should be irrigated immediately after sowing or transplanting. Thereafter, irrigation should be applied at intervals of 10 to 12 days in heavy soils or 8 days in light soils, and schedule should be followed until the heads are fully developed and firm. 6. Weed control. Weeds are controlled manually or by hand as well as chemically through the application of registered herbicides. Mechanical cultivation should be done during land preparation until the plants are about half grown. Number 7. Pest and disease control. A. Aphids. Damage is caused when they suck sap from the plants and contaminate the edible products. Feed control. Use yellow farm trap and layer of aluminum fuel under plants reflex light to underside of leaves, making them on the undesirable habitats for aphids. B. Cabbage butterfly or worm. The larva feeds on the leaves by making large hole and leaving several black pieces. Control. Catch the adult when needs during daytime. C. Cabbage center crab. It makes hole on the shoot. Feeding is concentrated at the heart of young plants or inside a developed head. Control. Trap the adults with light traps during nighttime. Flooding the soil may also be done to kill the larvae. Post-harvest handling of cabbage. Number 8. Harvesting. The crop is harvested when the heads attain their full size and become firm and hard but tender. A fully developed heads has a slighter shade of green. If harvested is delayed, the heads may split and rot, while the heads harvested early may be soft. Number 9. Post-harvest handling. Harvested produce should always be removed from direct sunlight and transported in shade as soon as possible. Cabbage and leafy greens are susceptible to wilting and other damage from high temperatures. When there is a delay of more than an hour or two between harvest and packing, a water drains or spray arrangement can help prevent dehydration and overheating. Number 10. Sorting and grading. The injured leaves should be removed. Number 11. Packing. Cabbage is packed in mist packets or sold lost. 12. Storage. The optimum storage temperature for cabbage is 0 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 90% to 95%. Cabbage to be stored should be mature and disease-free and should not have been exposed to prolonged frost or cold. 13. Transport. Care must be taken such that generally the produce should be covered with a sheet to prevent frosting or desiccation, but on warmer days, sweating and heating might occur. The sheet should be left off. 14. Marketing. The majority of cabbage is used in processing for coleslaw or 45%, followed by the fresh head cabbage 35%, sauerkraut, and the other fresh cuts products 5 to 10%. Fresh cabbage markets and sauerkraut markets are distinct. Thank you for listening and God bless everyone.
Good day, everyone. I'm Myrtle Embalansag, and today I will discuss about the current trends in the production of cabbage. Cabbage is a leafy green, red, or white biennial plant grown as an annual vegetable crop for its dense leaf heads. Brassicas are members of the family of vegetables that include broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, collard greens, kale, and turnips. This vegetable contains substance that may protect against cancer. Here's the list of health benefits of cabbage. Good for the skin, protects against radiation, fights cancer, helps to improve your brain health, takes care of your bones, acts as an anti-inflammatory agent, takes care of your eyes, helps in weight loss, help with digestion, helps regulate blood pressure. Then, according to ProduceMarketGuide.com, facts about cabbage. Cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable, which means it comes with a host of health benefits. Cruciferous vegetables are known to help fight cancer. Cabbage is a digestive tract cleaner, which can help improve digestion. Cabbage is known to be high in vitamin C, which offers a variety of health benefits, and it also contains vitamin K, which has been shown to improve mental function. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved the following nutrition content description for cabbage: fat-free, saturated fat-free, very low sodium, cholesterol free, low in calories, and high in vitamin C. Next is the market trends. The global market for cabbages and other brassicas was at 70.1 million metric ton in terms of production. In 2019, it is projected to grow at
a CAGR of 2.1% during the forecast period of 2020 to 2025. So, here's the data and the screen. Consumption by country. According to the businesswire.com, the country with the largest volume of cabbage consumption was China, which have 33 million tons, comprising approximately 45% of total consumption. Moreover, cabbage consumption in China exceeded the figures recorded by the world's second largest consumer, which is the India, which have 9.9 million tons, fourfold. The third position in this ranking was occupied by Russia, who have 3.7 million tons with a 5.2% share. Asia Pacific has witnessed the highest production and the other brassicas, with China being the leading country in terms of production and export. Over the years, the market growth of cabbage production are constantly increasing due to demand and supply. Asia Pacific region holds highest share in cabbages and other brassicas market in 2020. China has accounted for 34% of the global export in 2019. According to the Japanese Ministry of Finance, in 2018, the import volume of China cabbage from China to Japan increased 7.8 times compared to the previous year. The major countries that import cabbages and other brassicas from China in 2019 are the following countries, which is the Hong Kong, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand. This is the commodity cabbages. Here's my reference. And that's all. Thank you for listening.
Good day, everyone. So our topic for today is all about the lettuce current production rate in the Philippines and the economic importance of the crop. So first, we have the introduction to lettuce. So lettuce, or the Lactuca sativa, is an annual plant of the aster or sunflower family and considered one of the highly valued commercial crops in the country. So it is commonly known as the lechugas, which is native to Southern Europe and Western Asia. It is usually grown as a leaf vegetable with a height up to 30 centimeters. Then lettuce has loose to compact leaves, usually green and red in color, but some are variegated and others with a yellowish or gold tinge, depend on the variety. So the plants grow as a rosette of leaves in the ground or on a short stalk, just like in the picture, and as the plant matures, the leaves increase in number. So in the Philippines, it is mainly produced in the highlands of the Cordillera Administrative Region, or CAR. So the production of lettuce increased to 4,30,000 metric tons from 2019 from the 4,08,000 metric tons from 2018. So as you can see in this data, 2018, the total volume production of lettuce is 4,083.32 metric tons, and from 2019, 4,302.37 metric tons. So the percentage rate change between the 2018 and 2019 is 5.4%. So that would be the current production of lettuce from the year 2019. So the economic importance of the crop for the consumer is that lettuce is a source of vitamin K, which helps strengthen bones. Water makes up over 95% of raw lettuce. As a result, eating lettuce hydrates the body. Also, lettuce is a source of vitamin A, which plays a role in eye health. And then the extracts of multiple lettuce types have also been shown to promote sleep. So the economic importance of the crop in the culinary is that lettuce is considered as one of the salad crops and also used as garnishing for other food preparations. So it is an ingredient for soaps, sandwiches, and used as a food wrappers. Then for the economic growth, since lettuce is the most popular vegetable for salads and sandwiches, this country has grown because of the increased demand from farmers markets, supermarkets, hotels, restaurants, fast food chains, and high-end food service companies, because fresh salads are becoming increasingly common table fare for many Filipinos and even other countries who want a healthy lifestyle. Thus, Philippines had been exporting lettuce in other countries such as in Korea, Japan, and Hong Kong. So instead of continuing to sell them in the local market, you can extend your product life cycle by exporting, and this in turn to increase profitability. And exporting doesn't only benefit you and your company, but it also benefits the local and foreign markets. Indeed, it helps generate much needed jobs and support economic growth in the locality where they transpire. In short, exporting lettuce also benefits the country as a whole, for it plays a big role in a nation's revenue, because most of the national income are from agricultural exports, and it is crucial to a country's development. When trade, national revenue, and employment are combined in a positive way, a country enjoys reduced poverty and boosted economic growth, because strong agriculture results in benefits fairly and quickly. Focusing on it is one of the best ways to speed up development and improve a country's standing in the world. So I guess that would end our discussion for today. Thank you for listening.
Good day everyone, I am Jubs Cabagyo Pacondo, a Agriculturist student from City Mainit campus. Today, I'm going to report the current trends about the lettuce crops. So, first of all, what is lettuce crops? Lettuce is a nutritious vegetable that comes in many varieties. It is full of important nutrients such as fiber, potassium, manganese, and vitamins A and C. It is also become a popular of its widely used in salads, sandwiches, and food wraps, and in certain kinds can also be cooked. China is the world's largest lettuce producer, followed by the United States, India, Europe, especially Spain, Italy, and France. In 2017, world production of lettuce was 27 million tons, with China producing 15.2 million tons of 56% of the world. China is the top world producers of lettuce, while Spain is the largest exporter of lettuce, with the US ranking second. Lettuce consists of 95 to 96% of water, and obviously has a very low caloric content of only 9 kcal over 100 gram but it is a very useful source of fiber, vitamins A, B9, and C, and other trace elements, potassium, manganese, iron, magnesium, and antioxidants such as lutein and zeaxanthin. In the Philippines, lettuce is predominantly grown in Benguet, Bukidnon, and Cavite and Tagaytay. In medicinal use, lettuce can heal asthma, insomnia, menstrual period or pain menstrual period, and UTI through eating. In culinary, lettuce is used in salad either alone or with greens, vegetables, meat, and cheese. Lettuce leaves can also be found in soups, sandwiches, and food wraps, while the stem are eaten both raw and cooked. Recently, the fastest time to eat a head of lettuce is 1 minute 31 seconds and was achieved by Mike Jack Canada in London, Ontario, Canada on 6 March 2021. So watch the next video.
You guys just witnessed a world record happen.
It smells like reefer.
Oh my.
56 peppers in.
This is your new record.
Please subscribe. Hey, I'm Mike Jack, and I'm going to be attempting the Guinness World Record for fastest time to eat a head of lettuce. It has to weigh at least 163 grams. You don't have to eat the core, so I've already taken the core out. The current record is 10 minutes, so wish me luck. Ah! Okay, ready?
Yep, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Ready, set, go! Go, go, go! Chew, chew, and swallow, chew, swallow, go, go! Keep going. Swallow and go. Swallow, chew, chew, chew! Keep going. Don't forget to swallow. Go, 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 go. Chew, chew, swallow, swallow, swallow. Keep going. Chew, crunch. Chew, chew, swallow. Swallow. Going. Go, 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 go. Keep going, you're almost there. Chew, chew, chew. Get it all off the plate. Well, chew, chew, swallow. Okay, keep going, you're almost there. Okay, swallow it. Is that all done? 131.
Woo! 131. It's a decent time. Thanks for watching that. Check out more videos on Mike Jack ET on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.